Good morning, students. We are doing the properties of closure. So the next property of closure is in a topological space X top for any subset A of X, a set A is closed if and only if its closure is equal to the set itself. So we are to prove that A is closed if and only if A closure is equal to A. So firstly, let us take A closure is same as A, and we are to prove that the set A is closed set. Now firstly you will have to prove that A closure is closed. Now because closure is closed and this is equal to the set A, and therefore the set A is also closed. Now we will do the converse. Conversely, we are given that the set A is closed and we are to prove that A closure is equal to the set A. Now we know that every set is contained in its closure. So in order to prove that A closure is equal to A, it remains to prove that A closure is contained in A. So let us take an arbitrary element X belonging to A closure, and we are to prove that this X belongs to A. We prove it by contradiction. Let if possible X does not belong to A. If X does not belong to A, it means X belongs to the complement of A. The complement of A is X minus A. Now X belongs to X minus A. Now A is closed, so X minus A will be open, and X belongs to X minus A, and open set is neighborhood of each of its points. So we can say X minus A is neighborhood of X. Now we have taken X belongs to A closure. It means X is closure point of A. So by definition of closure point, it means the intersection of every neighborhood of X with A, that should be non-empty. Now this is neighborhood of X, so its intersection with A, that should be non-empty. But this is not possible because every set has empty intersection with its complement. So this contradiction proves that our assumption is wrong. It means X belongs to A. Thus we have proved A closure is contained in A. Now A is contained in A closure is contained in A. Combining the two, we get A closure is same as the set A. Now the next property of closure. In a topological space X top, for any subset A of X, the closure of A closure is same as A closure. In order to prove this property, you will have to prove two theorems. Firstly, you will prove A closure is closed, and secondly, you will prove a set is closed, then its closure is equal to the set itself. Now because A closure is closed, then using this property, its closure will be equal to the set itself. So we can say the closure of A closure is same as A closure. Now next property of closure. In a topological space X top, for any two subsets A and B of X, A union B whole closure is equal to A closure union B closure. And second, A intersection B whole closure is contained in A closure intersection B closure. In the B part, equality does not hold. We will give an example to show that equality doesn't hold in the part B. So firstly, let us prove the part A. We are to prove that A union B whole closure is equal to A closer union B closer. So firstly let us take an arbitrary point belonging to A union B whole closer. And we are to prove that this X belongs to A closer union B closer. We prove it by contradiction. Let us suppose neither X belongs to A closer nor it belongs to B closer. Now because X doesn't belong to A closer, so by definition there will exist a neighborhood W1 of X such that its intersection with A that will be empty. In the same way, because X does not belong to B closer, so there exists a neighborhood W2 of X such that its intersection with B is phi. Now because W1 and W2 are neighborhoods of X and intersection of neighborhoods is again a neighborhood. Therefore, W1 intersection W2 that is also a neighborhood of X. Now we can see from here that the intersection of W with A union B that will be phi because these two are phi. So their union will also be phi. It means X is not a closer point of A union B, which is a contradiction, and this contradiction proves that either X belongs to A closer or X belongs to B closer. It means X belongs to A closer union B closer. So we have proved one side containment. Now to prove conversely we prove that A closer union B closer is contained in A union B whole closer. So let us take a point X belonging to A closer union B closer. It means X either belongs to A closer or either X belongs to B closer. If X belongs to A closer, it means X is closer point of A. It means intersection of every neighborhood of X with A will be not equal to phi. That neighborhood we have taken as W. For X belonging to B closer, we have B intersection W not equal to phi. So from here we can say that union of W intersection A with W intersection B is not equal to phi, and this can further be written as A union B intersection W. This is not equal to phi. So by definition it means X is closer point of A union B. So we have proved the converse part also. Combining the two, we can say that A union B whole closer is equal to A closer union B closer. Now we prove the second part. In the second part, we are to prove that A intersection B whole closer is contained in A closer intersection B closer. Now we know that intersection of two sets is always contained in both. So A intersection B is also a subset of A. And if one set is subset of another, then its closure is also subset of its closure. So we can say A intersection B closure is contained in A closure. Now also A intersection B is subset of B also. So its closure will be contained in its closure. Now A intersection B closure is contained in A closure as well as B closure. So this set will be contained in their intersection also. So this proves that A intersection B whole closure is contained in A closure intersection B closure. Now to show that equality does not hold in this equation, we will give an example. So let us take an example of usual topological space. Usual topological space means real line with usual topology. And let us take two subsets of R. One we have taken the set of rational numbers and another we have taken the set of irrational numbers. Now let us find A intersection B closure. Now A intersection B, A is a set of rational numbers, B is a set of irrational numbers. and their intersection is 5. So 5 closer, that is also 5. Now let us find A closer intersection B closer. Now A closer means closer of set of rational numbers, which is a set of real numbers, and B closer means the closer of set of irrational numbers. The closer of set of irrational numbers, that is also the set of real numbers. So we get R intersection R, which is again R. So from here we can see that A intersection B whole closer is not equal to A closer intersection B closer. So by using all these properties, we can define an operator which is called closure operator. So how can we define closure operator on a non-empty set? So if we are given a non-empty set X and Px is the power set of X, then closure operator is a mapping from power set of X to itself, defined by closure of A is equal to A bar. CA means this operator operated on A, and it satisfies the properties which we already discussed. First property, every set is contained in its closure. Second property, phi closure is equal to phi. Third property, A union B whole closure is equal to A closure union B closure, where A and B, these are the subsets of X. And the last property, the closure of closure is equal to A closure. Now, one last property of interior and closure, which gives the relation between interior operator and closure operator. So in a topological space X tau, for any subset A of X, we are to prove that the interior of the complement of A is equal to the complement of closure. It means X minus A whole interior is equal to X minus A closure. X minus A closure means the complement of A closure. And the second part, we will prove that the complement of interior is equal to closure of A complement. We have to prove these two properties. These are important properties, and in order to prove these properties, we will use the properties of closure as well as interior. So let us first prove this property. In order to prove this property, now we know that for any subset of topological space X, its interior is contained in the set itself. Now X minus A interior is contained in X minus A. Now taking complement on both sides, the complement of this set is A and complement of this set, that is X minus A whole interior. Now we know that if one set is contained in another, its closure will be contained in its closure. Therefore we have obtained A closure is contained in the closure of this set. Now because interior is always open, so X minus A whole interior, this is open, so its complement will be closed, and if a set is closed, it is identical with its closure. So the closure of this set is equal to the set itself. So from here we have obtained A closure is contained in the complement of X minus A interior. Again taking complements on both sides, the complement of this set is X minus A whole interior. The complement of this set is X minus A closure. So we have proved one side of the result. Now to prove the converse, we use the result every set is contained in its closure. So A is contained in A closure, taking complements on both sides. The complement of this set is X minus A closure. The complement of A is X minus A. Now because if a set H is containing K, its interior will be contained in K interior. Using this property here, the interior of this set will be contained in the interior of this set. Now because A closure is closed, so its complement will be open. So x minus A interior, this is open. Because this is open, so its interior will be equal to the set itself. So we have obtained the second part also. Combining the two, we get x minus A whole interior is equal to the complement of A closure. In the same way, we can prove the second part. In the second part of the problem, we are to show that the complement of A interior is equal to closure of A complement. Now we again use the properties of closure and interior. Now because every set is contained in its closure, so x minus A will be contained in x minus A closure. Taking complements on both sides, the complement of this set is given by x minus A closure. The complement of this set, that will be A. Now because this set is contained in A, so its interior will be contained in A interior. Now closure is closed, so its complement is open, so its interior will be is equal to the same set. So we get x minus closure of x minus A is contained in A interior. Now taking complements on both sides, the complement of A interior is x minus A interior, and the complement of this set is x minus A whole closure. So we have proved one of the parts. Now to prove the reverse part, we use the property of interior. We know that A interior is the largest open subset of A. It means A interior is contained in A. Taking complements on both sides, the complement of A is x minus A, and the complement of A interior, that is x minus A interior. Now we use the property of closure. If H is contained in K, H closure is contained in K closure. It means the closure of this set will be contained in the closure of this set. Now, because interior is open, so its complement will be closed. It means x minus A interior is closed. Now this is closed, so its closure will be is equal to the set itself. So we have proved x minus A whole closure is contained in the complement of A interior. Now combining these two equations, we get x minus A whole closure is equal to x minus A interior. So these were the relations between interior and closure operator. So this completes the properties of interior as well as closure.